This is how to get the best horse in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. So this will pretty much max out the speed stats on this horse and have a pretty high stamina too. Sadly the courage is quite low, but yeah, you can actually make that up with wearing a lot of armor on the horse, which I will show you the best tack and the best equipment for your horse. So this is the location of the horse we're talking about. So if you want to come in Kittenberg, on the far right corner of the map on the Kuttenberg region, this is Skudal, and you just want to go all the way to Kuttenberg, all the way down here, and this is where you will buy the horse. So make sure you got a lot of groschen, otherwise you won't be able to buy it, so it's about 2.5k. So to speak to this guy back here, and you will be able to purchase the horse. So yeah, just trade and buy a horse off this guy, and it will be pretty much the top what can say. This is the horse, so you want to pay 3,000 groschen pretty much. So if you've got the money for that, just make sure you grab this horse. It is probably the best in the game with an incredible speed stat, good stamina, and yeah, the actual courage isn't the highest. I think it's at a 5, but yeah, compared to the other horses, it's pretty awesome. If you do want a high courage stat horse, you will be suffering from the speed stats and the stamina. So this is probably the best one for speed and actually stamina, but obviously courage is pretty much if your horse will throw you off. So yeah, pretty much this is the actual tack locations and armor locations for the horse. Probably the best ones to grab for the horse, which will increase the speed stats to the maximum, and also you can get armor for the horse, which will pretty much increase the armor to the maximum you can get at the moment in time for your horse. So this is the location you want to go, which is pretty much right beside the horse buyer. So you just speak to the saddler here and you will be able to grab these items, the tack items, for the horse. So just go into this guy here. Obviously it might be different in your game, you just have to wait a few days, but what you want to grab is this saddle here to increase its carry capacity. You want to buy this dragon chanfron for the armor rating in an incredible amount. You want to buy the tournament bridle, and yeah, that's pretty much when you want to get. And then you want to come to this location here. This is one of the areas where you can buy the last thing. So if you want to come to the map here, this is the tailor, and you can actually buy the tournament caprison. So once you bought that, you pretty much have the best gear for the horse. There is one more item which you are not able to purchase for any of these shops, and it's the racing horseshoes. So the racing horseshoes can actually be picked up from a chest close to Skudal. I'll show you now. But obviously this is the caprison I'll show you. This is pretty much going to increase your horse stats, so you will have more armor on your horse. So obviously if you are attacked on a horseback, you will have a better armor rating for your horse. So obviously wearing armor on your horse will actually slow down the horse's speed because of the carry weight. But yeah, just any of these colours you can choose, it doesn't really matter, it's just your preference. So just grab this one, and this will increase the armor rating. Then this is the location of where you can buy the racing horseshoes. So in this chest little bag here, you can get the racing horseshoes, which are the best horseshoes in the game in terms of speed. So this is the area here, you do not need any lockpicks, it's already open, it's just a bag above Shudal, and then you can actually open this bag up and grab the horseshoes for your horse. So it's as simple as that. Once you've opened this up, you can grab them and then obviously add them onto your horse. So we're going to show you exactly what I mean in terms of stats. So obviously the armor rating and the speed stats will be affected with all these pieces of tack. So we're going to go straight for the speed stats. So with all these items I've purchased, you can increase the speed to the maximum. So if you have racing horseshoes and the tournament bridle, you can actually get a speed of 60, which is the maximum. If you don't want to have a saddle, this will increase the speed to the maximum of 60, but if you do have a saddle, it will increase it to 59. So this is 59 with the saddle, and then without the saddle, you can actually have 60. So this is the best armor rate you can actually get for the horse. So with the other items are purchased, you can have the best armor rate for your horse. I mean, it looks pretty cool, so yeah, it's depending on what you want to do. If you want to be in a lot of combat, this is the best armor rate you can have, and the courage goes to about 15. And then obviously if you want a racing horse where you're not going to be in a lot of combat on the horse, use the other items so you can get the speed to about 60. Obviously it's completely up to you if you want to use a saddle or not, because obviously it will decrease your speed to 59. Anyways, cocksuckers, I'll see you in the next one.